When intuition starts to whisper, I listen carefully. I become aware of the signs and synchronicities. I start to follow them. Soon enough, the nudges become too strong to just silently observe, so I start to take action. That's how I ended up in Morocco, just following an invisible but very strong pull. Slowly, the mountains where I spent 3 peaceful months became too constraining, too limiting. My soul started to crave wide open landscapes and distant horizons. I started to long for a different kind of air, one saturated with sand and salt. I started to wish for a new kind of soundtrack, one orchestrated by wind and waves. At first it seemed like a daydream. I haven't been employed for more than a year, and income was scarce. Taking a vacation wasn't high on my priority list. Besides, my life already felt like a vacation itself. But when the heart wants to wander, you make sure it has new adventures to feed on. There's nothing more tragic than letting your heart starve. So I guess what I'm really on a mission for is feeding my heart and soul with new experiences, memories, and inspiration. I'm here to challenge my comfort zone and transform from a hermit to a wandering spirit, like a butterfly. I'm trusting my intuition to take me where I need to be, knowing the universe will provide the means to make it happen. I'm following my curiosity and grounding myself in gratitude, for it's truly a miracle I get to live a life so free and yet so rich. The sea seems to have a different personality on a gloomy day like this. It feels like calm right before the storm. On an early morning when most visitors are still wiping off their sleepy eyes, this small fishing town still resembles an essence of what it used to be before its charm became widely known. It's the perfect time for me to sit down on the beach and observe. Despite the early hours, there's so much life around me. Only my thoughts are still. I take a few deep breaths and take it all in. What a way to start the day. Browsing through Google Maps, I spotted a pin that sparked my interest. To escape the crowded streets, I jumped on a 20-minute public bus and went on a mission to explore the colorful city. Without much of an expectation, I arrived to a charming small village full of brightly colored houses that seemed like they came straight out of a coloring book. So childlike, so joyful and fun. And so was the atmosphere, like a fresh breeze that blew away the clouds and brought out the midday sun. Set along a beautiful sandy coastline that was bustling with surfers learning to catch their first waves, this was truly one of my favorite finds on this stretch of the Moroccan coast. It combined two of my favorite worlds, inspiring architecture and a spot to sit down and relax. I spent quite a while here just people watching, noticing, observing daily life. I wish I was a bit braver and took a dip in the ocean, but the water seemed just a bit too fresh for me. Still, the closeness of the sea, the sound of the waves, and salt in the air were enough to fill me up with presence and deep appreciation. Hi guys, Assalamu alaikum, and welcome to Morocco. I've been here for a week now, but I've been taking it super easy, settling in, just trying to get into the new rhythm and new routines, which, when you travel, the routine is quite difficult to sustain. But yeah, just also like trying to acclimatize to the new culture and weather, which has been really amazing, is one of the main reasons why I came here. But it's been quite interesting coming out of the hermit mode into this like new version. Felt kind of like awakening, from the long winter. And now, well, I jumped over through spring and just landed into summer full on because, yeah, as you see, it's pretty hot. But yeah, I've been really enjoying it. I've just been like traveling up and down the coast here around Agadir, and now I've settled in Tamraght. It's my favorite from all of these towns here, and I found this really nice Airbnb. And yeah, I'm just gonna chill a little bit here. I do my journaling, I do my meditations, a lot of beach time. I love the beach here and just people watch and meet locals who are doing their businesses on the beach and watching people surf. Yeah, it's been really, really nice. So yeah, these are like my last days here on the coast, and then I'm gonna move towards the desert. So yeah, a couple of things I want to sort before I do the trip east. But yeah, the plan is to just enjoy the weather, enjoy the culture, the food. Oh my god, the food. And yeah, the sea. So that's what we're up to. I never thought I would see dolphins for the first time in Morocco. That was so cool. I hope that you can catch it so you can see it on the video. I think one of the main reasons why I was really craving to come here is because I just really wanted to be outside. Like back in Bulgaria, I feel maybe I spend like an hour, 2, max 3 sometimes outside when I was walking the dogs and things like that. But here I spend most of my day outside, like in the sun, on the beach, walking around, exploring towns, on the rooftop, chilling. And also just like walking barefoot. I missed that so much. So as much as I can here, I'm just walking around barefoot in the sand, in the sea, in the grass. It's something so like primal to do that. Yeah, walk barefoot. شكرا. I just booked my bus to leave the coast tomorrow, and I'm kind of sad because I had a really good time here, even though I feel like it took me a little bit to realize like which spot on the coast is my vibe, but I finally found it, so I know. So now I know I have a spot here whenever I want to come back. But also, like, I just feel this first week here was very like introspective, and I had some very deep realizations, I can say. I spent a lot of time in solitude and just lost in my thoughts and being inspired by everything that's happening around me and inside me as well. And I was thinking a lot about purpose, because I feel that for the majority of my life I've been like chasing or trying to figure out like the purpose, and then it hit me that this like pursuit of purpose just became another tool for capitalism to like enforce the search and then the remedy or like the tools of how you can reach your purpose. So it just became like this big marketing thing, finding purpose, whilst I realized that like the only purpose that each one of us have, like it's not in what you do, it's not in your job, it's not in your career path, it's not in any projects you do, it's nothing related to your profession. The only purpose that each of one has is to be completely fully yourself and just to live and experience, and that is it. Like I feel like now when I left my career and I don't have a classic employment, I don't have a job, I was like, what is my purpose? My purpose is to show you guys through this channel how you can live more freely, more authentically, however you like, and no matter how that looks like, and no matter how crazy or unconventional or alternative it may seem to people around you or even yourself, you know. Like none of that matters. What matters is just living fully as yourself. Like I'm not doing anything special, I'm just sharing my life, how I live, and the feedback, the response that I'm getting, like that alone is proof that you don't have to do anything else. You can, of course, if you want, like by all means, if there's something you want to do it, but you don't have to. That's what I'm saying. And I'm just gonna compare that to when I still had my career and I was working towards that career for almost 20 years, and I reached pretty much the top of it, of what I could in such a small market where I was living. And in all those years, like I probably got, I don't know, a couple of messages or like feedbacks where people would say that I inspired them with my career or what I'm doing. Whereas now when I'm just showing my everyday life and sharing my thoughts and the freedom of how I live, like the response is like uncomparable. So So that's my point. Yeah, I was thinking about that and I just thought like how ironic it is that I was working so hard for this career that had such a small impact to others people's lives. And mind you, I was working at the biggest women's fashion magazine, well, the biggest women's magazine in the world. So the reach of my work was like so much bigger actually than what it is now with YouTube. There was more readers reading my things than is now watching my videos, but ironically, just me just living my life, not doing anything special, is having a bigger impact on people than what I did before. Yeah, I just thought that was not funny, but yeah, super ironic. So yeah, thank you to everyone who has been responding to these videos and writing not just comments but like all the Instagram messages that I receive and all the emails that I receive, you guys sharing your stories. It's so crazy like how similar some stories are and how crazy some stories are. You guys have some like really incredible lives and it's so nice to read that there's people who connect on a deeper level with these videos and the message that I'm trying to portray. So yeah, thank you. I'm gonna end this video here because tomorrow we go to the desert. So the sun just went down. It's gonna be time for iftar. And yeah, bye bye from Morocco. حي على الفلاح